Hi folks, Doc here. Welcome to Sprocket's Garage. That's right, I finally got it done. I finally got this damn garage cleared out enough that I can actually work on stuff in here, do projects in here, and generally not freeze my guts out because it's shaping up to be a Canadian winter, what can I say. Anyways, I've just spent the last week of evenings and a couple of weekend days getting the shop clear. It was truly stuffed in here. I've got projects in here, I've got tools in here, I was using it for storage, I had all my work stuff in here. Couldn't do a damn thing inside, which is why, all these videos that I've been doing recently, even when I'm wrenching on something or, welding something together, it's always been, outside in the gravel, and I basically had enough of that. The weather's getting colder, I'm not getting any younger, to hell with it. So, what do you say we have a look around? Okay, here it is. It's a single car garage. I'd prefer larger, but I don't have larger. Measuring, I think, 12 by 18 or something along those general lines. We'll start with the workbench. The workbench is just knocked together out of plywood and 2x4s, and I made it big enough that I can actually put projects right on top of it if I need to. Comfortable working heights and all that stuff. In fact, you can see a project sitting here. This is a go-kart that I've been building. I call it Reactor. There will be more on Reactor later on. Reactor is about 80% done, heavily customized, and I'm hoping to get that done this winter too. Before I completely reconfigured the whole thing, it was pretty quick and slick and enjoyable, and like I said, the whole thing's getting worked over. Anyways, the workbench measures 40 inches deep, and I think it's 14 feet long, thereabouts. I think I had two 7-foot sheets of plywood. I've got plenty of storage space underneath, booster pack and battery charger there, and just lots of room underneath to put stuff, which I really need room to put stuff. So I've got the workbench set up there, and speaking of storage, I've got cabinetry overhead that was taken out of 2 job sites. These cabinets had a little bit of smoke damage from fires. So let's just simply reuse them. Got the shop vac on the wall there, good to go. Lots of storage in the cabinets. Storage, I got some shelving on the end wall there. Those crates are all full of motor parts and lawn tractor parts and transaxle parts and goodies like that. I still got to do some organizing, but that can come later. I got a couple of 700s sitting right there on the shelf, looking all good and good to go. Yes, sir. So that's the basic layout of the shop. I got some floor space here. And on this wall, left to right, we've got my drill press sitting on a stand. This drill press is late 1940s, early 1950s. And I restored it. Heavy as hell. It's all cast iron. And it's a 5-speed, and it's got plenty of torque. I love this thing. After I rebuilt it, that's the original motor, by the way, and it still runs. After I rebuilt it, I was so happy with the darn thing. The lighting kind of sucks in this corner of the shop. I was so happy with the damn thing that I sold my other drill press. This just kind of embarrassed that stupid little Mastercraft I had. So that does my drilling duties. And I've got a grinder on the same stand, and the chop saw is sitting there underneath ready to go. Next article of business, the tool cabinet. And yeah, I got a couple of stickers on my cabinet. Gotta like the stickers, eh? Anyways, these cabinets here house my tools. Nice and neat and organized where I can get at them. It's a beautiful thing. Next item along, the welding machine. That's the magic box. That's a Lincoln Power MIG 180 dual MIG welder, convertible, and it's a beautiful thing to have. It'll run 120 or 240 volts depending on what power you have available to you, and she's got plenty of juice to do whatever the heck I need her to do. I'm very happy with this machine, one of the greatest investments I've ever made. And I've got it sitting on a cart with all my spare, wire and grinders and tools and goodies in there. Good to go. Next, heat. Gotta have it. This is Canada. It's wintertime. Yes. Under the heat, yeah. Let's just kind of have a little look-see here. What do we have here? Oh, beer. Tucked underneath there is a 13-gallon compressor. That's the one I've been using so far. Just back that out a little bit. It's a portable compressor. I've got it sitting in place, and I've got it plumbed in to a regulator, a pressure gauge, and a hose reel. And that's the one I've been using so far for all my air tools. However, this big in here, I'm in the process of trying to rework, rebuild, and just generally get functional again. I think it's a 60-gallon. I don't know. It's pretty big. It's pretty powerful, and I'm hoping I can get that fully functional again. In between the two of those is my generator. It's a Champion 6500 peak, and if I find myself a little bit short on power, drag this to the door opening, let her rip. It's got a 13 horsepower clone on it, but it's a very good clone. One tug and she's running. Gotta love this thing, and it develops enough power I can weld off it. And speaking of projects and goodies, there's the Kubota Z400. And I hauled that out yesterday because I was going to do some dinking around on it and, you know, start getting towards figuring out the turbo. I pulled the muffler off it, and I've got the turbo on the bench over here. And that's a Garrett T3 turbocharger off a 1.6 liter VW Jetta. And I had a problem with it. Whoever had this turbo had taken it out, put it in, whatever, and they crossed up a bolt really badly. So when I was taking it all apart, that bolt just snapped like a twig, and I'm in the process of drilling it out and extracting it so that I can proceed as planned. Turning to this corner here, still working on this. I've got some hangers on the walls for belts and cords and wires and hoses and you name it. Stuff's just hanging there. There's General Mayhem, my race tractor, which is sitting at about, I don't know, 70% complete. I've got to get back into that this winter, and now that I've got the shop set up, I can do that. There's my little bin of scrap stock, all the short little pieces of tubing and steel plate and stuff like that for when I need it. Easily at hand. That Craftsman seat is just sitting there on that stool, but I'm kind of liking the idea. I might just bolt it down. I should also take a minute to point out some new graphics that are available from Sulphur City Design. We've got the dock locked and ready to rock, and that's pretty cool. I don't know if the camera's zooming well enough, but it's black lettering on a chrome background with chrome bolt heads. You gotta like that. And the good news is, for anybody that's looking for, you know, a way to feed their adhesive addiction inexpensively, those things are available for $2, I believe it is. You'll have to hit up sulphurcitydesign.com to double check on that. But yeah, there's another one that we've got coming available very, very shortly too. I don't have an example to show you yet, but it's equally impressive. And it says wrench, wheel, wreck, repeat, which is kind of my mantra. And that'll be available inexpensively as well. And the more you buy, the more you save, and remember that too. Also, December 1st, Sulphur City Design will be having a Cyber Monday sale. Absolutely everything 20% off. Stickers, hoodies, t-shirts, the whole shoot and match. So get in there and order up. 20% is a pretty healthy discount off everything that's available. So that's December 1st, sulphurcitydesign.com. And that's not just my stuff. That's you know, that's everybody's stuff. That's everything on the website. 20% off. Anyways, there you have it, folks. Thanks for taking a quick little tour of my shop with me. And there will be more to follow. We're going to start pumping out the videos a little more regularly now that we have the ability to do so without being cold and uncomfortable and miserable and working out in the gravel and crap. And so basically stay tuned and let's see what develops. We've got a lot of projects on the go and a lot of things that we can do. And I'm even thinking about cracking into Mule 3 earlier than expected. I know that when I picked up that Bannerman chassis, I was talking about, hey, why don't we get into this in the spring? And you know what, I might not have to do that. I might be able to get into that sooner than planned. Right now I'm hoping to be able to crank out a video a week. You know, Saturday, Sunday comes along, I can do something on Saturday and render it and upload it perhaps Sunday. So I'm looking at a video a week, maybe even 2. We'll see what happens. But basically, stay tuned, and we'll try and keep the entertainment coming. And just to let you know that there is a community group page on Facebook now called Sprocket's Garage. And you can post up your stuff there, ideas, suggestions, anything you want to try or have tried or haven't tried or did try and didn't work, troubleshooting problems, bench racing and BS, whatever you like. And I'm also going to be using that page kind of as a suggestion box. Basically, if there's anything you'd like to see, I know that I've discussed this before with a couple of people on Facebook, and I don't want to do you know, yet another carb cleaning video, or, you know, yet another basic tune-up video. Everybody does that, and, you know, big points to the guys that do. Somebody has to do it. But I'm not sure I see the point in me doing, you know, yet another one. You know, why, how many, you know, basic tune-up videos do we need, or how many carb cleaning videos do we need? Probably not that many. I think, you know, scene 1, scene 2, scene 3. Now you know how to clean a carb. You don't need to watch mine. However, that being said, if, for example, somebody wants an in-depth, complete carb rebuild, you know, inspection overhaul, I'm willing to do that. I've got a good example. I've got a couple of Briggs Oppie carbs floating around, and I've got a full rebuild kit. And they're just sitting there. So perhaps I'll make a video of a complete, you know, inspection, tear down, rebuild, service, blah, 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 including the fuel pump, because I know that those things can be a little crotchety and some people don't get along with them. So yeah, head over to the Sprocket's Garage Facebook page and, you know, comments, suggestions, anything you'd like to see, hit me up, and we'll see what we can do for you. Anyways, in the meantime, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, thanks for sharing, and until next time, take care.